So what should be the size of the follicle to have an ideal corpus luteum? Why do we ask this question? If you trigger ovulation at a smaller size follicle, you're going to have an inadequate corpus luteum and an earlier period. And that's the reason why we wish to trigger when the follicle size is correct. Now, what does research tell us about what should be the follicle size when you trigger ovulation? And research tells us that in nature, it should be between 18 and 24 millimeter. That's when you see a very good granular activity, that is the inner cells in the follicle that release estrogen. And then post-ovulation, that gives you a better size corpus luteum. Is that the only reason? The answer is no. Now, age also changes the size of the corpus luteum. As women get older, the size of the corpus luteum also tends to be smaller, and that is because the number of cells in the follicles, that is the granular cells that secrete estrogen and then get luteinized, that also becomes smaller. So you would tend to see a lower estrogen levels coming up in older women, and you also see a lower progesterone levels happening in older women. And that is what happens. So if you were to give a trigger, I'll say give it a trigger between 18 and 24 and look at the endometrium. And that is key. If your endometrium remains thin, you're not ready, then probably you are giving the trigger injection to release the eggs a bit too early.